3 of the Macintosh Megaload from Yakima, Washington. I figured today I would mainly show some of the monitors that I picked up. This one here is an Apple Color high-resolution RGB monitor. It was released March 2nd, 1987, and was discontinued October 19th of 1992. The original price of this monitor was $1,647. It has a maximum resolution of 640 by 480. The monitor was made in Japan. It has a 13-inch Trinitron CRT. The monitor, for its size, is very heavy. It weighs 44 pounds. Okay. This is the front of the monitor. Okay, let me get my pointer. Yeah, this is the Apple logo and the power LED. And as you can see, it's got a Trinitron picture tube. Yeah, all of these monitors I picked up from Yakima, Washington are in pretty good shape. They're not yellowed. They work. They have a really nice picture. They just need to be cleaned up a little bit. And I'm going to be recapping all of these displays. And I'll be showing all that in future videos. But I'm going to be recapping these monitors. I'm going to be doing a total refurb on them and adjusting them because they, as monitors age, they need to be readjusted. And I am a qualified service technician, so I know how to do stuff like this. But anyway, this is the front of this monitor. This is like one of the finest CRT monitors that Apple ever produced for their Macintosh line of computers. This is a very nice monitor. I highly recommend this one. This monitor is perfect for like the Mac 2, the Mac 2X, the Mac 2 FX, the Mac 2 CI and CX, you know, those type of Macintosh computers. This is also a good monitor, believe it or not, for the Apple II GS, provided that you install the necessary board that's needed to use this monitor. The maximum resolution, as I said before, is 640 by 480, but it also supports a lot of the lower resolutions of the Apple computers. So that's you know, one of the nice things about this monitor. This monitor is extremely well made. It's very high quality, and like I said, it's very heavy. I mean, it's only what, it's a 13-inch monitor, 13-inch display, and yet it weighs 44 pounds. That's a very heavy monitor. And when I think of high quality, one of the things that I think of is it's heavy for its size. Okay? It's heavy for its size. Alrighty, let's look at the side of this monitor. I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so on the side of this beautiful monitor, we have the, I think this is the brightness control right here, and this is your contrast control. Okay, so this is the side of the monitor. As you can see, I haven't done anything to this monitor yet. I haven't cleaned it up or anything, and it's in pretty nice shape. Okay, let's take a look at the rear of it, the back of the monitor. Okay, so that's the back of the monitor. And we have the main power switch. And I think this is a DGAS switch right here. It's a momentary switch. So This monitor is so nice that it actually has a built-in degaussing switch, which I think is really cool. This is your input for your AC cord. This is for your lock, in case you want to hook up a locking cable up to this. This monitor was made in Japan. I think it says it in broad print right here, made in Japan. Very high quality. This is your 15-pin cable jack. And this monitor is missing the cover that goes on here. I'm looking for another cover to replace the one that's not on it, that's missing. But these are your fine adjustment controls, and you can really tweak this monitor with these controls here. So yeah, this is a very nice monitor. In fact, I've got another one of these coming with a Macintosh CX computer. And when I get those two items, then I will be making a separate video on the Mac 2 CX. I think it's one of my favorite, one of my favorite Macintosh computers. Okay, so that's the monitor. Let me set it down. I don't want to kick it. Okay, I'll take it in the house in a little bit. Okay, we do have some parts to show. Brand new parts for that monitor. This right here is this is the power supply. High-res RGB monitor power supply from Apple service. Damn it. Okay, so there's that. Okay. And then now this is an odd power supply. It's made in Japan. All the stuff's made in Japan. But the voltages on this is weird. The DC output. It's I think it's let me get my magnifying goggles. I'm 61 years old and my eyes are not what they used to be. So now I have to put on 7-power magnifying goggles to read some of this fine print. Okay, so this is, the DC output is plus 67.5 volts at 0.28 amps, which I think is 280 milliamps is what that is. And also puts out plus 120 volts at 0.38 amps, which is 380 milliamps. So those are some weird voltages, but this is the power supply for that monitor. And there's the, I don't want to take it out of the bag because it's still sealed, but there's the you know, your switches and your cord input. You know, this is pretty cool. Okay, and then I think one of the cables plugs in there. Okay, and then the other one plugs in right there. Okay, anyway, that's the power supply. And it's by Sony. I'll try to zoom in on that so you can maybe read that. It's by Sony. Okay, so that's the power supply to that monitor. So I got a spare power supply. Okay, so there's that. Alright, put it over here. Okay, we've got, this is still sealed. This is for the high-res RGB monitor. It's a color video board. I don't even know what this is, but it's a spare part, brand new part for that monitor. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. I'm going to break the seal. I know some people won't like me doing this, but hey. How else are you going to see what's inside this box? show what's in there. The label. Okay. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that I showed that label. Alrighty, so let's see what's in this box. Okay, what the heck is this? Oh, wow, look at this. I think, wow, look, okay, so this is, okay, this is like the back of the picture tube, because that's where the cable plugs in. And there's your controls. Remember, there's a cover that goes over controls. So there's your controls. Oh, let me I want to make sure. I didn't realize it wasn't in front of the camera. But anyway, yeah. This is for your monitor cable. This is for the controls. I might have to zoom out a little bit. Let me see. Let me try to zoom out a little bit. No. Yeah, zoom out a little bit. Okay. And then this is probably, well, it's one of the hookup wires. And then you got this wire here, hooks up to something. I don't know exactly where it hooks up, but you got connections here. But I think that's just so cool. It goes to that monitor. I think this is pretty cool. And then, yeah, it's pretty nice, actually. I think it's pretty cool. Okay. Alrighty, so got that spare part for that monitor. Okay, next we have another brand new part for that monitor. High-res RGB monitor main logic board. Ooh. Okay, let's see what's in this box. I always try to be careful not to hit my monitor here with this because I really like that monitor. I use that monitor for testing older 8-bit computers and vintage video gaming consoles and things like that. That monitor is great for that. Like Commodore 64, Atari 800 XL, or whatever, or Super Nintendo, or Sega Genesis. Okay, so this one's still sealed. Look at that. It's still sealed. So I'm going to break the seal. You're watching me break the seal on the camera. There we go. I know some people are not going to like that, but oh well. Okay. Okay. So, okay, this is the main logic board for that monitor, and this appears to be the flyback transformer. But how in the heck would you hook that into the CRT? Well, there's got to be a way to do it. Anyway, there's the main logic board for that high-resolution RGB monitor. I think that's pretty cool. And let's show you all the way around. I think it's safe to handle this board now. I don't think it's been plugged in for a long time. So I think it's safe to handle it, Safe to handle it. Okay, and then there's the back of the board. Yeah, I think stuff like this is really cool. I really do. I think stuff like this is so cool. So I like showing stuff like this. I mean, to some people out there, they're going to find this very boring, like, what the hell, you know. But for other people, people that are more technical or technically minded, I think they're going to like me showing all this classic Macintosh hardware, you know, brand new in the Apple service boxes. Okay. Alright, so those are the parts for that monitor. So I'm going to go get the other monitor, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. This monitor here is an Apple Macintosh 12-inch RGB display. It was released October 15th, 1990, and was discontinued October 19th, 1992. The original price for this monitor was $599. It has a maximum resolution of 512 by 384. The monitor weighs 24 pounds. Okay. Yeah, this monitor right here, as you can see, it's in pretty good shape. It's not yellowed. It's got a little scuff right here, but I think a magic eraser will take care of that. It's a pretty nice monitor, and it's designed to match the LC series, Macintosh LC series computers, and the Macintosh 2 SI computer just perfectly. It's got the same angled front and the same contour of those Macintosh computers. So this monitor was the one that was designed to be used with those computers. It's a nice monitor. The nice thing about using this monitor with an LC or a Mac 2 SI is that you don't have to have as much video memory in order to use or display 256 colors, because it's a 12-inch monitor. Okay. Whereas if you use the larger monitors, then you have to bump it up. You have to increase your video memory to get the same color depth. So that's one of the advantages of having this monitor. It requires less video RAM to produce 256 colors. And it just matches the Macintosh LC series and the Macintosh 2 SI computer just perfectly. It just goes with those computers perfectly. The drawback of using this monitor is its resolution of, what is it? Okay, hold on just a minute. Yeah, its resolution of 512 by 384, which is basically the same resolution as the classic all-in-one Macintoshes, like the Mac 128, the 512, the Macintosh Plus, the SE, SE30, the classic, you know. Basically, this monitor has the same resolution as those computers, okay, with the built-in CRTs. So because of that, some software that requires 640 by 480 resolution will not work with this display, or it'll look really weird, you know, with this display. So that's the drawback of using this display. Okay, so this is the front. Got your power LED right there. Okay, now the power cord and the video cord are built onto the monitor. They're actually part of the monitor. They can't be taken off. Okay, so this right here is your brightness control, and this is your contrast control. And okay, that looks pretty good on me. Alrighty, let's take this off of here. Okay, the back of the monitor, we've got the Apple logo. Okay, your label right here, Macintosh 12-inch RGB display. This is your power button. And these are your adjustments for this monitor, which is kind of nice. I like it when monitors have these adjustments here. And of course, the power cord and the video cord are attached to this monitor. Okay. I'm going to put this monitor away and I will be right back. Alrighty, we do have some brand new in the box hardware for that monitor that I'm going to show you. This right here is the CRT video board for the 12-inch RGB display. And, well, there's the label right there. I think I'm going to, like before, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Okay. Wow, look at that. Whoa. Wow. I want to keep it away from that because this generates too much static electricity. Yeah. But just look at that. This goes on the back. I think it goes like this. This goes on the back of the tube, the CRT tube. I think that is just so cool. Okay. And then here's your adjustments for, I believe it's blue, red, green. Yeah, for blue, red, green. Those are your adjustments. You can adjust this. It has more controls, adjustment controls there. But yeah, that goes on the back of the CRT tube, the picture tube. That's pretty cool. Look at all these power resistors. Boy, Apple, could you choose like a smaller bag to fit this in? It just barely fits in. Jeez, you couldn't spare like a little bit larger bag to put this in? Anyway, okay, so there's that. That monitor. Alrighty, now the next thing I'm going to show you, I have 3 of these. One of them I'm willing to sell, so if any of you guys want one of these, let me know in the comments section. Main deflection board for the Macintosh 12-inch RGB display monitor. Okay. So, we have right here, it's instructions or whatever that are on the styrofoam. I don't know if you can read that or not, but that's what's on the styrofoam. And keep in mind, I have 3 of these. I want to keep 2 of them, because I have 2 of those monitors. But the third one, okay, this is still sealed. I think I want to leave this one sealed. I want to leave it sealed. I have one of these that's not sealed. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. I want to keep this one sealed. So, yeah, keep this one sealed. Alright. Yeah, I think this one is not sealed. Let's take a look at this one. This is the one here I think I'm willing to sell. Yeah, the one that's not sealed. But, oh man, just look at that. That's the board. You know what, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's the main logic board to those 12-inch color monitors. Isn't that cool? And there's your controls and your power switch, you know. And I'm going to show it all the way around so you get to see what it looks like. But keep in mind, I've got 3 of these, so one of them I'm willing to sell. So let me know if one of you got, if you want, you know, to buy one of these from me. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. This one here is the one that I'm actually going to sell. Yeah, this one here, and this is the part that goes into the tube. That part there. So I don't know what this goes to, what these go to, but yeah, and then this I think plugs in. This plugs in the part of the board, different connectors and stuff. But yeah, that is the main logic board for the Macintosh 12-inch RGB display. I think that's so cool. I got 3 of these, and one of them is available for sale. Okay. Yeah, this is the one that's available for sale. Yeah. Anyway, that's those. Okay, I'll go get the next monitor. Okay, I'm back with the next monitor. This is an Apple Macintosh color display. It was released October 19th, 1992, and was discontinued August 1st, 1993. The original price for this monitor was $589. It is a 14-inch display with a maximum screen resolution of 640 by 480, and it weighs 24 pounds. Now, this monitor is my second favorite of the Apple monitors. I just love this monitor. It's got a Trinitron picture tube. It has the same angle and contour as the Macintosh LC series computers and the Macintosh 2 SI. In fact, I use this particular monitor with my Macintosh 2 SI computer. It's just, it looks really good with that computer, and it just matches it perfectly. Anyway, okay, this is the front. You got your power LED. You got your power button. This is your brightness knob. or control, and your contrast knob or control, and of course your Apple logo. It's got a tilt swivel base. Okay, let's turn it around and see the rear of it. Okay. Now this monitor uses the standard 15-pin Apple video connector on the end of the cable, and the cable is part of the monitor. Okay, this is your label, Macintosh color display, made in Japan. So this monitor is also a Japanese-made monitor, a very high-quality monitor. And this is your input for your AC cord. And here, underneath the video cable, is your adjustments for this monitor. And that's a very interesting place to put those. Very interesting place to put those. Okay, so that's the Macintosh color display. Let's go ahead and put it away. All right, next we have the Performa display. The monitor usually comes with the Performa computers. Let me see if it's, yeah, okay, I think I'm gonna raise the camera up a little bit, yeah, for that display, yeah, okay, so I think that's a little bit better. Okay. I'll try to get it centered in the camera, make it look nice, you know. I know sometimes I go overboard with this, but hey, I think you guys appreciate it. Anyway, that one, this monitor, is the Apple Performa Plus display. It was released September 14th, 1992. And was discontinued July 18th, 1994. The original price was $400. It is a 14-inch display with a maximum resolution of 640 by 480, and it weighs 26 pounds. Alrighty. Now this monitor is a little bit dirty. This is exactly how I picked it up. I haven't had a chance to clean this monitor yet, but it's not yellowed. It's in pretty nice shape. Okay. As with all monitors, including the Commodore monitors that have this style of a switch right here, I recommend that you do not use that switch to turn the monitor on and off. You'll wear out that switch very quickly. What I recommend doing is use the switch to turn the monitor on and leave it on. And use your surge suppressor strip or your power strip to turn the monitor on and off. Do not turn the monitor on and off using that switch. A common problem with this type of a monitor, and this includes the Commodore monitors that have a similar style switch, is that this switch goes bad. Okay, it's a very common problem. This is your power switch. That's your power LED. This is your contrast adjustment and your brightness adjustment. And it's got a tilt swivel base. Yeah, these monitors, they're great for like the Performa series of Macintosh computers. They're also good for like the beige Power Macintosh G3. I've got the mini tower version of that computer, and that's what I'm going to be using this monitor for. I'll be using this monitor with my beige Power Macintosh G3 mini tower, and I'll be showing that in a future video. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's turn this monitor around and look at the rear. I made myself a little note. Yeah, this one too, like the previous monitor, it has the 15-pin video cable permanently attached to the monitor. So, but yeah, I made myself a little note here. I usually put on a piece of masking tape, and I write on the masking tape. Works great, bright, clear picture. Okay. Apple Performa Plus display. And your AC power cord plugs into there. And there's no adjustments on the back of this monitor. So, yeah. But anyway, that's the rear of this monitor. Okay, well that's it for part 3 of this video series. Stay tuned for part 4. My name is Hans George Campbell, and until next time.